Hey guys, welcome to Blogger News United. Welcome to another video, and today is time to talk about Barcelona, about Neymar, about the club of friends, about what I think is going to be Barcelona's future. If Neymar is to join Barcelona, I will be making a predictions video the moment that Neymar is officially announced by Barcelona as a new player. If he is to join, I will make my prediction for the next season, for the next upcoming season. The purpose of this video is, like all of my other videos, to show you, to demonstrate you why Neymar is not the proper signing for Barcelona, why he shouldn't play for Barcelona, and all the signs are there. And in this video, you're going to be seeing in the lineup that I'm showing that what I think my prediction for the starting lineup if Neymar is to join Barcelona. Now, I'm putting this with the assumption that we're not signing Griezmann, then Griezmann will go somewhere else. That because Neymar is available now, we are gonna break our agreement with Griezmann over signing him in July the 1st. And let me just get started by saying that if I have to choose between two poisons, I choose Griezmann, because I don't think bringing Griezmann breaks our team as much as Neymar does. Now, as you're gonna be seeing in the lineup, this team doesn't fill me with any confidence. The starting lineup is just, you see it, Marc-André ter Stegen in net, Sergio Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, Alba. In midfield, Busquets, Coutinho, and Arthur. And a forward line, of course, will be the MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Now, talking about Messi, Suarez, Neymar, they are all 2 years older. All of them. It's been 2 seasons. They are gonna obviously press less. They have less stamina, less power. Neymar has had a lot more injuries. Let's not even talk about his tracking record of discipline. Messi obviously is still the best player in history and of the world, but he cannot press anymore. He cannot give you defensive contribution. Suarez he's about to lose his knee. I can tell. It's, I think, one bad injury for Suarez and his decline might be imminent, like the one we saw from Zlatan Ibrahimovic after he had his knee problem at Manchester United in his first season. The midfield, Arthur, Coutinho, and Busquets. Now, this is the assumption that Rakitic leaves Barcelona to bring in money to bring Neymar. If we keep Rakitic, then it's going to be between Coutinho, Arthur, and Rakitic, and probably Coutinho and Rakitic in the midfield. You're gonna have the likes of Sergio Roberto if we're gonna get rid of Semedo, because Semedo and Neymar had kind of a brawl when Neymar was here. He got into a brawl with Semedo, so I'm guessing he would leave. Piqué is gonna play because he's Piqué, just because. Lenglet, I'm putting Lenglet, Umtiti, doesn't matter who plays that left center back. Jordi Alba, obviously, because if not, he's gonna start. He's gonna lose it. They're staying the best goalkeeper in the world. That doesn't matter if it's not relevant if he plays or not. Now, with this said, as you are seeing here, in my opinion, on paper, if this was FIFA or PES, you might be thinking, this is a phenomenal team. This is probably one of the best teams in the world. And maybe in a video game, this would be the case. But this is not a video game. This is the real life. And this team has no tactical or just it has nothing that brings me confidence that it's gonna be able to work tactically. And why is this? Because the way that we're going to try to play is to, move the ball around, half the ball. Because I mean, if we're bringing in Neymar, I'm assuming that they're doing it in being conscious that they're expecting us to play the way that we used to. Now, this is obviously not gonna happen. The forwards are gonna score goals in La Liga because this team is still better than 95% of the other teams of La Liga by a country mile. But in the moment of truth, in the Champions League, we are gonna be absolutely whitewashed. We are gonna be absolutely destroyed by the likes of Juventus, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Atletico, Bayern, Manchester City, Spurs. You want me to keep going? You want me to keep going on how many teams are going to be so much more ahead of us, at least in the tactical sense? Like, this is absolutely unbelievable. This is not acceptable. I don't know I know when we felt in this. And let me just put it this way. If Valverde is here next season, I'm just going to give part of my prediction if Neymar is to join. Just part of it. If Valverde is going to continue. We all know this. I think I said it for God knows how much time. If Valverde continues, which I have 99.99% guarantee that he's going to continue for next season, he's not going to finish the season. The results are going to be that bad that he's going to get sacked, probably in the way that Mourinho got sacked. It's probably going to come around December. I'll give it from December to March, probably, somewhere along those lines. The thing is that I don't think Valverde will finish the season if we have this team playing during the season. He's going to start losing games. It's going to be... And another thing, Valverde out is been trending topic probably since we lost in the Champions League, and it's been a theme of discussion. People are not happy with Valverde. I'm not happy with Valverde, to be honest. I think that's obvious to say. He's not my favorite coach in the world. I don't think he's one of the best coaches in the world, and definitely not for our style. But I exempt Valverde of all faults. Since Valverde arrived to Barcelona, I will forgive everything that Valverde has done, and he has an excuse, a legitimate excuse for everything that he has done if Barcelona bring Neymar. And you might say, what is this guy saying? He doesn't know anything about football. I just listened to this guy to just listen about Barcelona, but he has no clue of what he's saying. Well, let me show you the evidence. And the evidence why I say that Valverde has no fault, and that he's been trying to do the best that he could with what he was allowed to do, which was not much. Because let me tell you, Bartomeu is not the president of Barcelona. Valverde is not the coach of Barcelona. He's not the manager of Barcelona. Avidal is not the sporting director of Barcelona. And our logo, our Mexican club, the colors of our shirt, Johan Cruyff, our playstyle, our youth system, all of the things that represent us as a club, they're also false. And let me explain why. Because the president of Barcelona, his name is Gerard Piqué. The sporting director of Barcelona is called Luis Suarez. The coach at Barcelona is called Ivan Rakitic. And the emblem of the club is Lionel Messi. And let me explain this really quick. Lionel Messi is the emblem of the club because now all the arguments that you have to bring in talented players to Barcelona is not our play style, because we suck at it, because we betrayed it, because it's not the Cruyffism anymore. It's not dominating games by possession, by virtue of having the possession, moving the ball really quick, dominating games through the possession, attacking a lot. We don't do that anymore. Do we give opportunity to youngsters? Well, as Dembele, as Semedo, as Todibo, as Riqui Puig, as Aleñá, as Malcolm. Have we trusted them in the youth? Have we trusted Cucurella to play 10 measly minutes of the season I mean, 10% of the minutes of the season, he's not gonna be allowed to. That's all we need. Someone to play 10 to 20% of the minutes of the season. And Cucurella is apparently not good enough. And we want to sign someone else where we could have Cucurella for free. Someone that is being in our youth system. Ask all of these players if we trust in the youth. So we don't have any arguments to bring them to the club because we suck, because we are doing things wrong, and the only argument that we have is that you get to play with Lionel Messi, and that is gonna end the moment Lionel Messi retires from the club. After that, you have nothing. You're gonna be leaving you're gonna be signing players because of the history that you used to have. Somewhat of what Manchester United have been doing. They've been living off Alex Ferguson's legacy, not of what they've been able to do since then. Luis Suarez, he's a sporting director. He's giving his opinions on Neymar. He's probably the second best player in the world after Lionel Messi. Griezmann, he's a fantastic player. I love to play with him. This guy is a fantastic player. Well, he's a sporting director, you know. He's supposed to say these things. Rakitic, he's the coach of Barcelona. My place is guaranteed. I think that there's some fantastic players in the world. I think De Jong is a fantastic player, but he comes to play in a different position. Well, he obviously knows what kind of play style we're playing next season. And he's been reinforced by the president of the club, Gerard Piqué, the president of Barcelona. Bartomeu is just the image. Piqué takes every decision in the club. Now, obviously I'm saying this as a sarcastic, very dark humor, obviously. I hope you guys are able to pick it up. But to a point, this is true. To a point, this is true. We have no image. Like, we are not recognizable. We're nothing alike to what we used to be. The coach is not able to do what he wants because he has too many heavyweights in the squad that he's not able to perform. And let me ask you this. Do you think that Valverde is asking for Neymar? Well, Valverde might say, oh, it's a fantastic problem to have. The more the merrier. It's probably his answer. But because he's not allowed to say anything else. He's not allowed to say anything else because the moment that he annoys any of the heavyweights, he's out. There's going to be a Mourinho at Manchester United 2.0. A Mourinho at Chelsea 2.0. A Conte at Chelsea 2.0. A Benitez at Madrid 2.0. So the moment that he starts annoying the big players, he's gonna leave. So I exempt Valverde of all responsibilities because bringing in Neymar absolutely undisputably signifies that who runs the club, who makes the decisions at this club, are the players. It's not the board, it's not the manager, it's not the fans, are the players. Therefore, because the players take the decisions in this club, I will be hoping that you win 5 Champions Leagues and 5 La Ligas and Copa del Rey. So that means I will hope that you win 5 trebles in a row, which is the only way to excuse this. If you don't win 5 trebles in a row, this is being a failure if you bring Neymar in. Because what you're going to do is destroy our economy, get rid of Ousmane Dembele, get rid of all the young talent that we have, and we're going to end up with a team. We're going to be playing at one moment, I'm going to tell you, at one moment we're going to be playing with a team that the starting 11 is going to be all over 30. And it's going to look okay for us to play with a full starting 11 over 30. I don't know what else I can say. It's a shame. It's a shame that it's come to this. It's a shame that there's some people still recognizing this. Like, for example, Matthijs de Ligt. A lot of people have been using the quote from Johan Cruyff that says, if you have second thoughts on playing for Barcelona, you're no longer of service to us. And yes, in part it's true. It is true. But let's examine what are the reasons for Manchester League, not wanting to come to Barcelona, having doubts coming to Barcelona. He has doubts because he's not going to play any minutes, because he sees Piqué, who plays 95% of the games of minutes, and then he's Lenglet, Umtiti, and the league fighting for another position. So he's going to play what, 25% of the games a season after playing pretty much everything at Ajax? That makes no more sense to me. It's okay that he has doubts about that. You have the likes of Frenkie de Jong, who, when Neymar signs as well, I'm going to make a video specifically about de Jong, saying, I am sorry, de Jong, from all the Barcelona fans. I am sorry that we are going to destroy your career because you're not going to play anything, because the club of friends, the heavyweights of the squad, don't want you to play. They want to play with their friends. They want to play the Brazilians, and they want to play all the players over 30. That's what they want to play. They want to play. So we're gonna win by the MSN. And in the papers, it's been said that the MSN will bring back the glory days. We used to have the success because of the MSN. And okay, this is basically the same thing that got Luis Enrique not sacked, because he didn't get sacked. He mutually agreed with the club to leave his position at Barcelona, which, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, that doesn't make any sense, because he gets paid a lot, he gets to coach fantastic players, but he's been told what to do. He's not able to run his project. He's running whatever the board are trying to do and whatever the players want him to do, because we've given the players too much power. So basically, I don't know if you can tell, but anytime that Luis Enrique lost a game, it was because of himself. It was his fault. It was because of tactical setup. It was because of Andre Gomez, Mathieu. We lost because of him, and this. But when he won, it was the MSN. So if you win because of Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, and the big players and the important players in the squad, then you also lose because of the big players in the squad. Therefore, if we succeed because of the Messi, Suarez, Neymar, we are gonna fail because of Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Because who runs the club? If Messi, Suarez, Neymar, then they are the ones that are gonna take the glory for the wins, and are gonna take the shame for the losses, for the defeats. Therefore, if we don't win, the moment that we miss, if we bring Neymar, the moment that we miss on a single title for the next 5 years, Neymar, Suarez, Piqué, Rakitic, Busquets, Alba, and Messi, all of you out. All of you out of my club. All of you out of Barcelona. Because you failed. Because if you are going to be running the club like this, if you're going to have to if you're the ones making the decisions, because you have too much power in the squad and you don't want to, I don't know, if you want to take the club hostage, then I believe the Barcelona fans should start taking the hostage attitude towards you. Towards all of you. Because all of you have contributed to this. Messi, you saying that, oh, Neymar is a fantastic player, I would love to play again with Neymar. We have a WhatsApp group. Neymar is one of the best in the world. I would love to play with Neymar. After being asked about Antoine Griezmann last season, would you like Griezmann to join? Oh yeah, the more the merrier. Because Neymar wasn't an option last season. This season, oh, I don't discuss about Griezmann. I don't talk about Griezmann. I'm not the one that takes those decisions. Coincidentally, Neymar has been rumored this year that he could actually join Barcelona. Suarez. You wanna know the reason that Jovic is at Madrid? Because Suarez has far much more power than Benzema does at Real Madrid. Benzema is just like Bastidán. But Benzema doesn't have as much power as Suarez does. Like, this is unbelievable. And just let me say one more thing before finishing the video. Pedro, you know, the one at Chelsea, the one that was at our youth academy, the one that gave us so much, is at this moment in time a much bigger Barcelona legend than Neymar. And I would admit the best forward line that I've ever seen in my life is being the MSN, especially in the 2014-15 season and the 2015-16 season. That's been some of the best attacking football that I've seen in my life. But Pedro and Villa and Eto'o and Henry gave us so much more without all this drama going around. The moment that players started making drama, such as Eto'o, such as Ibrahimovic, we had someone named Laporta who gave Guardiola all the power to do whatever the hell he wanted and throw players out, instead of having these big name players making decisions for him. By the way, Luis Enrique has resigned as a Spanish coach national team, as a coach for the Spanish national team. I'm sorry, and you know, he will be an absolutely fantastic coach for Barcelona, but not right now. In the 2021 elections, or whenever Bartomeu is gonna leave Barcelona, I hope that Laporta or whoever is gonna win. If they're gonna appoint Xavi, then fine. If you're gonna appoint Luis Enrique, fine. But you must kick out every single one of those players if Neymar is coming, and try to get as much money for it. And we're gonna have to be patient, because we're gonna have to wait for success. I'm assuming that we're gonna have to wait for success, because there's no way that this project ends any well for us, because we're gonna go from pretty much rebuilding the whole team to letting go of the young, because he's failing at Barcelona. We already let go of Semedo because we don't trust him. The Dembele had to be sold because we wanted to bring in Neymar. Alba's gonna play every single minute because we don't want to trust Cucurella. Matthijs de Ligt is not gonna be at Barcelona because Gerard Piqué wants to play every single minute of every single game. I don't know what's gonna happen to Artur. Maybe he's gonna get the bad habits of the heavyweights and get, like, you know, start gaining weight and doing things that he's not supposed to. So, you know, I have no faith. Like I'm so terrified of Neymar. Like, I do these kind of videos. It might seem like a rant. It probably is. I don't know at this point anymore. But it's not about if it's a rant or not. It's not that I think that Neymar would destroy everything that Barcelona are supposed to be as an entity, as a club. I just do this to show you guys, to give my opinion, because I think it's important that with people just thinking that the better players, the more the merrier. Let me just show you the Galactico project. Florentino Galactico project, in theory, if this was a video game, it should have wiped the floor with us. And in reality, is that since Rijkaard, since Guardiola, we have been the best team in world football for the past at least 10 to 15 years. So whoever is saying that Barcelona need to sign the best players in the world in order to win, then you have, I just think that you haven't seen our most successful periods and how they were used to do. They were with players that were humble, that gave everything for the shirt, that they had no decisions within the club. They followed the manager. The manager had all the power, or pretty much all the power. He could decide who stays, who leaves, how do we play, who plays, and whoever he wants to play, they play. And if you don't like it, you go. And the board is not scared of letting them go. So I think that with all this said and done, it could be a very bad summer for Barcelona. It's been kind of a long video. I'm going for already 25 minutes. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. So leave me your comments in the comment section below. Do you think, again I'm gonna ask it again, do you think Neymar should be coming to Barcelona? leave me comments in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, Blaugranas.